Oh my god, I can't believe we're fucking back. Yo, what is up, Crockxen clan members, Poke fans, and also some of this video. Today we're talking about episode 24 of Pokemon Horizons Liko and a Road Adventure, because this is technically speaking the last episode of like the first season, quote unquote. And then next episode we're gonna start the Terrapagos Adventures saga, I guess. I don't know, but you know what? 3 weeks waiting for this episode, and I was like a little hesitant because I'm like, oh my god, we're gonna wait 3 weeks and the episode's not gonna be that good. But you know what? I liked it. I really enjoyed it. Diana, we finally have a name for Luca's grandmother, so I can stop saying that, you know, Luca versus her mom, aka Liko's grandma. Now I can be like Luca versus Diana and all that shit. Actually, I don't even fucking know. Like, I don't think Diana's involved. Okay, I don't expect that Diana's actually involved with the Explorers. I still have that confidence in me to say that she's not involved, especially because she got actually fucking attacked by these people. Granted, she could be playing this off like, since she's actually the one like recounting the story to, you know, Liko and the gang, you know, maybe she could be embellishing some key details or something. But I have a strong faith that Diana is not actually involved with the Explorers. However, I do potentially see some innocence with Luca now, because of the fact it wasn't her that hired the Volcateers by herself, right? It was a conjoined effort between Luca and Diana, which is fine, you know. I still have my reservations because of the fact that she doesn't want to see her fucking daughter. But aside from that, she might be on the more innocent side. That's the thing with theories. You know, you can just throw out a theory. It doesn't necessarily have to be right. You know, at the end of the day, these are just thoughts that happen with the information we have at hand. When new information is presented, then obviously those theories can change and all that stuff. But I'm still on the fence. Like, I'm not gonna completely dissolve her of the fact that she might be working the Explorers. But for now, you're not as suspicious as you used to be. Granted, there's something weird with Terrapagos, and I know for a fact there's like Amethio has something that is crucial to the development of Terrapagos, in my opinion. And I don't know if I want to make that a theory or something, but the fact that Terrapagos actually somewhat either, you know, acknowledges that Amethio is a thing, or is, you know, happy to see him, maybe because at the end of the episode, when, you know, Amethio, you know, infiltrates the castle, Terrapagos actually tries to get like direct communications with Amethio. Like they would have like direct eye contact, and it wasn't like he was angry, more like either observing how Amethio's gonna react, or maybe like he's recollecting something, which is interesting. But like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna make that a theory video in the future. But for now, in terms of this episode, it's great. Now we know for a fact that Diana, Luca, and Liko are in some way, shape, or form descendants of Lucius in some way. I'm not gonna 100% guarantee it, but the fact that Diana found the stuff in her attic when she was a child, it means that at least in some way her family is related to Lucius. The only caveat is that maybe if they bought the house and then that just happened to have been left there by the previous owners, then obviously that might mean they're not related. But I don't think that's the way they're setting it up, because of the fact that, you know, Diana was like, this is my attic, which means they've been living in this house for an extremely long time, and it might just be a family heirloom. So the possibility is that they're all descendants of Lucius. That brings up the question is, how the fuck did Roy's grandfather have the Rayquaza ball? Because in some way, shape, or form, there has to be a reason why the Black Rayquaza ancient ball ended up, you know, in Roy's grandfather's possession. Either his ancestors were involved with Lucius in some way, shape, or form, if something happened, or there's a split, and then like the pendant, you know, aka Terrapagos, went down the line that goes to Diana's family tree, and the ancient monster ball for the Black Rayquaza went down a different line that ended up with Roy's grandfather. I'm still debating because like I don't want the okay. Here's the way I'm putting it. Technically speaking, the two main characters of the show are Liko and Roy, right? We already get that from the get go. So it'd just be weird that the family tree only goes to one side when the fact that Roy is actually the catalyst for the Tropicals even coming back to life because he's the one that had the Black Rayquaza, Ancient Ball. So I in my opinion, there has to be a family tree split at some point, and then you got Diana's side of the family, and then Roy's grandfather's side of the family. That's the way I'm seeing it, and I might make that into a theory video. Like I said, I'm coming with fucking ideas. I fucking love it. Horizons is pumping me up again. But like the stories about how Diana became an adventurer was cool. The fact that she's the one that called the shots because she needs to give the pendant to Liko, and then when she found out that hey, the butler dude, I want to learn his name, knows who Diana is and knows about the pendant, and is the reason why he went after her, and then that led into them, hey, they're gonna go after Liko. So Diana was like, we need to get some protection for Liko, and then maybe like Luca was like, well, I know this guy who does this thing. He's a Pokemon professor, and then that's where they led up with hiring the Volunteers, which again are really shitty bodyguards, but that's besides the point. I'm really looking forward to the next episode. The fact that there's going to be another battle, though, does have me concerned because we've already seen in past number of episodes that when fucking Freed and Amethio fight and Ceruledge and Charizard going at it, nothing ever completes. So that's another not that I hope to God this isn't one of those. And if this becomes a 3-parter where this is like the setup, and then the next episode is like they're trying to run around and escape, but then like the battle starts happening, and then like at some point like the end of the episode is like an escape sequence. That would be hype, because they showed in the preview that fucking Freed is jumping off the fucking tower. So and he's like chasing after Amethio. So in my my brain it's like Amethio's trying to escape. Maybe he like successfully takes Tropicals or something happens. And that's the reason why he's like flying out in that moment. But we'll look forward. I'm looking forward to the next episode. I'm hyped that this is finally back, and the return episode was actually good in my eyes. I'm giving it like a 9.1 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I love Diana. Diana's fun. Also, we finally get to see like the butler dude for the Explorers, whose name I'm gonna eventually learn. He is now coming to Galar. Because he doesn't trust. I think he just doesn't trust Amethio, and it brings up the fact that I think Amethio is going to turn into a good guy at some point in the series. But he's bringing in 2 new people. I wrote their names down because I wasn't going to mess that up. So I have my little piece of paper here. We got Onyx and Stango, and fucking Onyx is like this big burly dude. Like he looks like he's just like the dumb meathead that is all about strength and power. And then Stango's like the quirky like an asshole of the group. Like, she's always just talking shit and stuff like that. So I think she's going to be, like, the annoying one. I don't know why she was trying to pick a fight with Onyx. Because it's like, this bitch has the fucking Glalie. And, like, Onyx is over here with a Garganacci, Garganico, big boy, stone man. Like, fuck, you fucking want to mess with me? I'm like the tank. But that was funny. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, I really enjoyed this episode. It was really fun. I love Diana as a character. I don't foresee her turning into a bad guy though. That's the one thing I'm positive with. I do not see her turning into a bad guy. I do not think she's working with the Explorers. Luca is still on the fence, but I trust her a little bit more. But I need to see more from her in the future. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode review. We're finally back. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below what you guys thought about the episode. Link in the description where you guys can watch it. And that's going to be it. I've been SoresanCrockxen, and I will see you guys in future videos.